Good evening or good night or whatever it is, but this is a late night session. It's dark out there. Well, the sun's down anyway. You people are probably wondering all along why I've been showing the 11 years chart. Like on the last presentation, when I showed this 11-year chart that has the 10 rows and 9 rows going down, and I explained the basics of how it operates. So on this one, it's just the kind of the layout of how it works in the basic structure. What I'm going to do next is the reason why I introduced all of this to you is so you'll be familiar with this format. And the other reason I'm doing it is because your scientist, leading scientists at NASA, your leading scientists around the world at this moment in time are lying to you that they're working on computers and AI programs to predict when these solar storms and events occur and happen. I've been paying attention. As a matter of fact, I've been paying so much attention, I've been keeping a scorecard over the whole thing. And from what I'm seeing, they're lying. They're telling you when the events as they occur, as they happen. That doesn't help you any, because you don't have an advance notice. I mean, what, advance notice 3 days that you're going to get hit? That's not any help. Those are the head scientists in the world from JPL and NASA and all these people. With all their eggheads, they could combine together. They can't figure out what we have. This format right here looks really basic and simple when I showed it in the last presentation, but I needed to show you the basic layout to show how it looks in order to show you the key. This is the same layout as that layout. It's the same 10 rows, 9 rows down, the same number structure, 1 to 0, 1 to 0, the same layout. The only difference that I did to it, and this is where your leading scientists are going wrong. 1859, the Carrington Event. You add 1125 to that, 1879. Then it goes to 1881, and then 1892, and then 1904, and then 1915, and 1926, and 1937, and 1949, which is the midpoint, that's important right there, 1960, 1971, 1982, 1994, 2005, 2016, 2027, 2039. Every solar storm that's going to occur every 11 years from 1859 to 2039 is already plotted out without scientists, computers, or AI. I'm going to explain how this works in a little bit here, but I needed to show you this layout here from 1859 to 2039. Why? 1859 is over here again, and where does it go to? To 2037 to 2039. See, 1859, 2039. And why did I tell you this midpoint is important? Because this midpoint tells you how to operate the solar storm computer. There, I've said it. This is a computer. It's not just a chart and a layout. Your mind moves it. So this is really basically a computer on paper. Now you look at 1949, there's 1949. What do I have pointed to 1949? There's an arrow that says 12. Why did I say 12? Because that's the starting point. You don't start counting from the 1 here, you start counting here. Now watch when I count every 12 squares. It was from 1859, 1860, 1861. Now watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What number is that, Colleen?
3, 1870, 1960.
3,
Yes.
1870. Look.
Oh. Oh, that's your calculation down here.
That's why I wanted to verify it separate from one before I showed you,
Okay.
which you just verified. Now watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now what's that number?
1882, that would be 5.
5, 1882. See?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, what was that? 1882. I'm getting lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And what's that number? 1894. 7. Look at 7, 1894. And you go back. 1, 2, 3.
That's the 7th cycle.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1906. 9, 1906. 9, 1906. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 1918. 1918. We're back to 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, over here again at 1930. 3, 1930. See? 3, 1930. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're at 1942. At 5, 1942. Now you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now you're going to 1954. Hey, that's the year I was born.
So the pattern that you land on is the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Yeah, the odd numbers.
Yeah.
And then from 8.
And then these are the years that correlate to that.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said this is the key.
And that's the pattern of solar storms.
Not yet. I'm going to show you that in a second. But I wanted to show you the year layout first. And the 12. Anyway, back to the 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1966. 1966. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1978.
Wow, that's
1,
crazy.
2, 3, 4,
it's doing
5,
the 1,
6,
3,
7,
5, 7,
8,
9
9,
pattern.
10, 11, 12. 1990. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Over here, it's 2002. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2014. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2026. This year. That's why everything is going on right now.
What?
Because it's the 2026.
And that's also 9. So if you think about like 9 hell cycles.
But now watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Starts all over again.
12.
With this over here, what I call the key, how it's set up was 2039 to 1859. You take this number from 1859, you minus 540, 1319. You apply the same key to it. The same numbers will come out. You do 540 minus that, 779. You could apply the same numbers.
So you could
to
do
that.
1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
All the way down to
1, 3,
310
5, 7,
BC.
9. Wow.
But here's how you plot out the cycles.
Jeez.
You were reading it sort of right, but I'm going to start with my favorite ruler. I got another ruler over there, but it's too big for this. We'll start with 0. You want to know how the 0 works in cycles?
How does it work?
See that 0? See that 0? See that 0? Yeah. See that 0? Watch. Put all the zeros together and look at all the numbers that come out. 1867, 1877, 1887, 1897, 1907, 1917, 1927. They all end in 7. See, even the ones that are in red, there's 7. Now let's go to the nines.
I think that's 1997, somewhere over there.
Well, I think these numbers are applying to what you were calling the solar cycles themselves.
Oh.
Because, see, look at the 7.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go to 9. They're all 6s. All of them. You go to the next one over, they're all 5s. See? And all the red ones, they're all 5s. You go to the next one, they're all 4s. And all the red ones are all 4s. You go to the 6th one, they're all 3s. The red ones are all 3s. You go to 5, they're all 2s. And the reds are all 2s. You go to the 4, they're all 1s. 1, 1, 1. You go to 3, they're all 0s. You go to 2,
Jesus
and then you got that right there. See, and then you go back to 2 again. And then you got the 59, 69, 79, 89, and that. But the main one you got to watch out for is 1. Why?
What is 1? Is that the Carrington event?
Yes, the
Right
Carrington
there?
event starts here. It goes all the way through that whole cycle it went through till it goes back to itself. And then the Carrington event occurs again in 2039. It comes back to 2038, 39 to start all over again. That's how my chart works. But it also tells you the levels of how, the solar storm activity is going to be from minimum to maximum. See, I wrote solar maximus right over here because that's where the solar happens when it blows out. It gives you a 1-year advance notice before this happens, when it hits the 0 before the 1. And what is that? 2027. And what is 2027? It's also Carrington 13, Ahau, in the book of Chillamballam of Chumayel. And it gives you an 11-year advance notice before the event occurs.
Is that one the final judgment one? That's crazy.
Exactly, and that's why I'm trying to give this to the public, because your scientists and all your eggheads are lying to you about what's going on in this thing. I can show you what's going on here. I can prove to you without any kind of computer, moving parts, electricity, or any of that. It's all done in your mind, and you can do it all on this chart. And what I'm showing you is the levels from the maximum solar activity to the minimum. How do I know this works? Remember that midpoint? That's 1949. That tells you where to start the 12 count from.
Oh, why is it 12? Is it because it's 11.25?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just kind of bringing it up to the
25, and it goes to 50 and 75, and then the 0,
Right.
0. But if you look at the midpoint at 2039, there's a 1994 and a 1904, which is the midpoints for these two. This will show you that how this is correlated to my computer over here. 1994, 1904. 1994, 1904. Right there on that 7 are these same numbers.
Whoa.
Now, this is where I'm trying to explain to people about my computer. It's really accurate because of what I want you to know, that in this 2026 cycle, if you notice that Stephen Burns has been keeping good track of a lot of things that are going on. All kind of planetary alignments are going on. All kind of comets are flying around out there. All kind of solar activity is going on. And that, exactly in one of the presentations, he even mentions that on February 14th, something occurred. A major earthquake.
And you predicted that before the 14th.
Yeah, we did
Yes,
it in our
that was in a
presentation 2 weeks
previous
before.
show.
He
Yeah.
said, pay attention to the 14th. As a matter of fact, while we're at it, besides me showing you the layout, see there's Carrington 13 Ahau 2027, and there's 2027 at that 0.
So they could go into the Chumayel book of the Chillamballam and read that chapter.
What Chillamballam book is
13
all
Ahau.
about this solar storm layout, basically, and how the world ends because of it. The other thing I want to let people know, I'm going to give you the numbers once again to pay attention to. What were my little ruler thing here? I started out at the beginning by doing the beginning of the year, 11 dog, which was January 3rd. There was a solar storm that occurred on that day. So next one is 6 monkey. That was for January 24th. And I think there was a comet that went flying around by then, and I think there was a 90-degree angle with Jupiter on that one. And then on one herb was February 14th, what we just mentioned, which was there was a 7.1 magnitude earthquake, I believe, on that day. 9 Reed. This is the next event that's coming up to warn all of you about. March 7th. Today is March 1st. 6 days from now, it's going to be March 7th. I'm giving you a heads up on this because this is what is shown in our research and giving us these dates. And then the next one that goes on after that, well, believe it or not, is March 28th, before the end of the month. And then the next one on 12 Eagle, that was for Jaguar, 12 Eagle, there's going to be an event going on April 18th of 2026. Then on 7 Condor, on May 9th of 2026, there'll be another event. And then here on 2 Movement, on May 30th of 2026, there'll be another event. Movement usually stands for earthquake, just in case you don't know. And 10 Flint down here stands for June 10th, which goes something's going on with the activities that are going on. And then 5 Rain, July 11th. And then it all accumulates on August 1st of 2026. These are all of the important dates that were given to us from January 3rd all the way to August 1st. And if you were smart, you'd pay attention to these dates and keep track of them, because more than likely, there's going to be a lot of solar activity going on.
You got all that information from this?
Yeah.
So you kind of went down the rabbit hole to get the day.
Oh, what rabbit hole? I've been doing this all my life. My whole life's a rabbit hole. But here, see, look. Here's the solar chart, the 11-year solar chart. This is how it rotates on its axis every 27 days. 27 times 13 makes 351, and use 352 to equate the cycles. This one over here is also important because in conjunction with this over here can predict lunar and solar eclipses, as well as the activities that are going to affect the Earth from the sun. In other words, what's going on here can happen here. But this is the 352 cycle layout. It's all tied together. I know it sounds funky because you're looking at my research notes, but you know, I have it all, you know, set up to get to the exact days when these things occur. And that's what I'm letting you know with my research notes, as scribbly as they are. This is my original solar chart that I did to base this one on. That's why I didn't use it, because I scribbled all over it, you know, all my notes and everything there. Was it 1858, 2038, 2039? Same layout. But if somebody would take me serious on this thing, we might be able to avoid a lot of catastrophes down the road. Because with this layout, you can figure out when the Carrington event is going to occur to the exact day. When it's going to occur on that day, you turn off your transformers for your energy grid, so your transformers don't blow up when this is going on. Let the storm blow out, you could turn them back on again. And then you put your satellites to sleep so they don't go falling out of orbit and landing on somebody's house or on their head. It might even be your head, for all we know. My head even. And not only that, this can avoid a lot of people headaches economically. Everything is based on, I hate to say it, we've become too dependent on technology. Technology is now a crutch. It's no longer serving a purpose. It's like a computer. The computer is using your brain capacity, so you're allowing the computer to think for you, which gives you lazy brain. You don't use it, you lose it. It turns into gray fat matter, and your brain is gone because you're relying on a stupid computer like this, you know, to think for you. you don't exercise the muscle in here, it gets fat and flabby.
You hear that? Lazy brain. That's
Lazy
all of us.
The reason I have all of this separate from modern man and all that, and the reason they're not paying any attention to it, none of it is based on anything in modern physics. None of it is based on 12, the European. None of it is based on
this
anything.
whole system here that you're talking about is completely indigenous.
Totally indigenous.
Paradigm.
Totally off the radar. Totally that's something that NASA, JPL, or nobody else knows about. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. I just saw on the internet, JPL and NASA might know who we are now. I know. Tell me about that. I'm having a hard enough time with the BIA. The Native American Space Agency is looking for us.
Oh.
Well, JPL, because they cordoned off a cave in New Mexico.
Which cave was that?
They won't tell us. Because it's an active portal. An active portal that NASA and JPL are studying as we speak. They found 2 of them. And there's another one that's somewhere in the Southwest too, that they located 2 as well. And they come to the conclusion that a lot of the activity that's paranormal and activities going on are related to these certain ley lines that are intersecting across each other. And then somebody comes on and says, I've been working a long, long time on this subject. I learned a lot from Roger Colty and Colin Gorman re-indigenizing minds. And JPL and NASA are studying this as we speak. And I went,
What?
oh, NASA's studying this as we speak. Active portal in Mexico? I have to look more into this. But which tells me that if they get wind of what I'm doing,
Well, they already have.
Carl kind of spilled the beans. And I don't mean it in a bad way.
Right.
I mean, he probably spitted it out of his mouth because that's exactly what Roger and Colleen have been talking about.
Oh my gosh.
He calls them astro longitudes and astro latitudes, and the ley line of the living, the ley line of the dead, and the ley line of the divine. And then when they intermesh with each other, you get all kind of interesting things going on, man, popping out here and there, left and right, because they're all intermeshing with each other. The astro longitudes and latitudes are going, and our reality is going, and everything that's in all reality is going, and you got things from 1 million years ago running through. You got dinosaurs, you got Bigfoot, you got UFOs. It's all based on everything I've been doing here, and it's all based on the lines that we're showing on our research. I know it sounds weird. The lines I've been showing all this time to all you in the public, they're all based on the lines of the winter solstice and the summer solstice. There, I said it. The path of the sun, the path of the energy of the galaxy that goes through the sun, that comes through the sun, through the earth, through us.
Right.
And so everything I've been showing you in this mapping system is based on winter solstices and summer solstices. And then they're finding out that these portals all lined up to winter solstices and summer solstices. I call them astro longitudes and latitudes. I've been saying, how long? I've been saying that, Colleen, years? And they're finally listening now. I mean, I think I said astro longitudes on the first show we did with Carl. What was that, 5 years back or so?
I don't remember.
It's one of those blurs. But anyway, I did mention it, and I've been saying it ever since, and I've been trying to tell people because there's a fear-mongering going on. Our research says that in 2027, it's going to be a forewarning for the last final cycle for the last 12 years before it comes to this Carrington event. Your government officials are scaring the bejesus out of you by telling you that there's an alien ship coming in as we speak, and it's coming in to arrive at the Earth in 2027, and we're going to be invaded. Lies. Bullshit. Excuse my French. But I just want to let you know that what is occurring in 2027 is really just the beginning of this last 12 solar cycle. If you want people about arriving, try the year 2030 and 2038. 2030, informal contact. 2038, formal contact.
And then 2039.
Yeah. Then the Carrington Event occurs. The lights go out. I guess somebody didn't pay the bill. Then we all get evicted. And we all sent back to the jungles, back to the caves, back to beating our heads with clubs.
Well, that's supposed to be on the it's like the indigenous age of reasoning, a return back to the laws of Mother Earth.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. Modern man will be reverting back to the caveman. They'll be reverting back to their, what we call the Dark Ages. We do this sacred
it's
square
the
dance.
Dark Ages for us. It's been the Dark Ages for us, but now it's flipping the other way.
The rich man will be dancing, and the poor man will be dancing, and they're lost in the dance. And when they come out of the square dance and they do their do-si-do, the rich man is now in the poor man's clothes, and the poor man is now in the rich man's clothes. The rich man has now lost all his power. The poor man has now gained all the power.
The first will be the last, and the last will be the first.
Everything that happened in 1519 is going to be reversed with Cortez. Look at it that way. And you look at it this way, with Cortez. Cortez came in and ran town. And if you look at it from a modern perspective of how the metaphor for Cortez, I guess you would say, what the metaphor really kind of stands for is that Cortez and Montezuma were stuck at a moment in time where the cycle that's coming up in 2038 happened in 1519. And at that time, we were the rich man. The Spaniards were the poor man. And when the dance was over, Montezuma was the poor man and ended up dead. And the conquistadors became a world power. Huh? It's really kind of...
Well, now it's really interesting. Like you were talking about the 13, like the stars and the stripes and the colonies and the colors and even the Aztecs.
Oh, yeah, the comparisons between Aztecs and the U.S. But look at even today. They're going to war with Iran. What was the Aztecs doing then with them when the Spaniards were up? They were going to war with the neighboring tribes. History is repeating itself, except everything that's going to be happening in 2039 is going to undo everything that happened in 1519. In other words, we get our land and our culture back as native people.
And in the Chumayel book of the Chillamballam, it says there is an end to our losing, page torn out here.
Yep, and then whatever's coming is beautiful beyond comparison. I mean, does that sound like we have a sad ending? No.
But somebody couldn't handle it, so they tore out a page in the book of the Chillamballam.
Yeah, but the lewd men of the 2 days, or whatever they are.
Oh, the lewd men.
They're the ones that are going to pay the price for
The lewd men of the 2 days whose crimes come to light. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was in our last presentation you read from the book.
There's 2 reasons why I want to do this video and why it's important for me. One of them is I'm going to post it to Stephen Burns, and hopefully he'll get around to giving it a look-see. Then he'll see what I'm actually doing instead of me just talking about it. And the second people I want to send it to are the Mayan beliefs themselves. Because they're the ones that may have that missing page.
Oh, they might.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'll look into it. But first, I got to explain to people how my computer works, how my calculations work, how my brain works, how it lays out on my chart, and how it works out with all of the math and numbers that I'm doing here, and how you could take all of this and apply it all the way back to 3010 BC and Teotihuacan when all of this...
310 BC.
310 BC when all this count began.
Wow. And then one thing I would like to do with you, Raj, is I would like to do an indigenous science theater, the Mystery Science Theater. on that video I just sent to you. So check your Facebook message. And then
Oh, I haven't been
we'll
on
do that.
Facebook lately.
Okay, just letting you know it's on. I sent you a message with the link.
I
So
finished this
that's
chart
something
this
to look forward
morning.
to.
And I've just been listening to music all evening.
Cool.
About that and eating my dinner.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in, and thank you,
Oh.
Raj, for dropping some knowledge on us.
Well,
as
this
always.
one is the important one. This is the important piece that I wanted the public to see, because all this was leading up to what I call the key. To understand the basics, you got to do that to understand.
But Raj,
the key.
I thought you had already found the key to the universe.
Well,
13?
the key to the solar storm chart, when they turn off the lights. When the electrician comes over and...
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Mm-hmm.